I always tell people like your moral compass is yours. If you really think that you can come to Palestine and save me from this brutality, then I feel sorry for your naivety. This white savior complex is real thing. And we have few people who come with some kind of like a humanitarian like missions, and their entire job is to make some of us comfortable under Israeli oppression. Those people existed all the time. And many of them like come in with good intentions, you know? Existed in what sense? They would go to, like, during the times of slavery in the United States, you will have some white people who will go to the plantations and just give extra bread to slaves. In their mind, they think they are helping. Like, no, the only thing you're helping is to make a slave have a good meal under slavery. While what needs to happen is to topple down the entire system of slavery. So, like, we have those people. We have those people, but, like, those people are not comfortable with the way I work. Because the way I work is, like, there is no diplomacy in the way I work. It's this and this. You are born to a Palestinian family, you are subject to oppression, and I'll prove that to you with evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence. Your job is not in the land of Palestine. You will fail in the exact same place where many of those who were involved in humanitarian aid have failed. But at the same time, we don't need human resources to do things that we are able to do, like the Palestinian society, even given the remainings of us, you know, we're capable. We're, like, I think we are, in a way, like, survivors of one of the most brutal forms of oppression that has been going on for 76 years, and still in touch with our humanity, still in touch with our culture, still in touch with our indigenous wisdom. And those things are ways beyond, like, what anybody who has a white savior complex can have. What is needed is you coming in, learn about the reality, see the simple message, find your responsibility towards your own people. Because in the end of the day, let's not fool ourselves. The Israeli criminal regime is an extension of Europe in Palestine. It needs to be dealt with in the exact same way as apartheid South Africa was an extension of Europe in the south of Africa. You dry the racist sources that exist in Europe, and then that regime will naturally collapse. You know, that's the way it usually, like, happen with dealing with any oppressive regimes. You need to dry its resources. Supporters, defenders, and beneficiaries of Israeli criminal behavior are aware of that. This is why if a person that holds a passport that the regime has diplomatic relations with, if you show up on any of the borders of Palestine, you have to cross Israeli-controlled borders. If on that border you even mention that you are coming to Palestine, they will deport you right away. Because they can handle, you know, they can handle a story of deportation much better than they can handle the truth. It's very serious, like preventing people from having access to knowledge, preventing people from having access to reality is a serious thing that the Israeli regime is dealing with. You know, they are making rules that keep preventing, like, people from outside the cages that they have built around us in Palestine. They just want people to stay away from those cages. Why? Because Israel will continue to promote us in the exact same way the white man in apartheid South Africa have went on and on and on promoting indigenous South Africans as some form of savages. You hear a lot from defenders of Israeli criminal behavior, or from, like, if you're a male that you want to visit a Palestinian community, they'll tell you, don't go, they will kill you. If if you're a female, they will tell, don't go, they will rape you and kill you. Which is like, if you do not know any better, you will submit to the fear of that. I know many people who came through Palestinian communities. Like, Ava is an exception because she was killed by Palestinians like 5 or 6 times.
I think 10.
10 times. But also like we kill you and we revive you, and we do have an experience with revival. 2,000 years ago, like we killed a man and then we revived him, and he became like Jesus Christ or whatever.
A good place, yeah, to be revived.
But like it's really like very important for people to understand what they reject, and it's very important because that first step will get you to come back home and look at all the propaganda that you were subject to for your entire life. Like, why are you being fooled by Polish people to believe that such a criminal, brutal regime is acceptable in the 21st century? Because that's where your battle is. Your battle is not in Palestine. Your battle is just asking, like, why have you been fooling us all that long? And then progress will happen.